Hi, my name is John, and today I will be showing you how you can duplicate your products according to the instruction I was given. How you can duplicate all your products. I think the products from the labels page. I think how you can duplicate the stickers on this page so you can create more. So let me just do a quick overview here. So the products, with the way they are set up, it's based on what we call the conditional logic. By conditional logic, I mean if you choose A, then show B. If B is chosen, then show A. It's the same thing which is shown here. For example, this send logo by email. If you tick this shows, and if you untick, okay, you can't untick because we only have one option. So let me find a better option, a better example for clarification purposes. Let's open this in a new tab. Open this. So here we go. If you notice, there are no prices displayed here. So if I actually click on 2x1, then these options shows up. This was set up in a way that if you click on 2x1 as the size, then this quantity shows up. 3x1, this quantity shows up. That's what I mean by that's what I meant when I said it's based on a conditional logic. Now let's go into the back end now to duplicate these rectangle stickers. It's the most complex. I think I think we have 4 options there too. The other one we open, that was the first one we opened, which is the oval stickers. Only has one size, which is the 2x1, so that's pretty straightforward. But these are a bit complex. Don't worry, we'll go each and every one of the options so you understand. So now let's go into the back end. I'll just go over to the dashboard here. Okay, so here is the dashboard. Come to products. How products. Now, as I've said, we will duplicate the rectangle or the round stickers, anyone that would work. So I will be duplicating the rectangle stickers. So I'll just click on duplicate here. Now we have the duplicated copy. As you can see, here is the copy in bracket. So let's do this real quick. Here is where you put the title. Obviously, let's just say maybe rhombus stickers. Erase this. You can actually edit the URL too. You can click edit and just put the rhombus stickers. Then erase the copy at the end. So I'll just click on OK, and that's it. You will see it will be updated. So let's scroll down. This edit with Elementor has to do with the product description. This whole section right here, the image, the description, and all that is inside this edit with Elementor. But we'll come to that later. It's the simplest of all. Sorry, it's the simplest. So we'll come to this later. So just need to scroll down. Before I do that, let me just show you where you can change the product image. You can try to do that here. You can edit it from the WordPress backend if you already have it in your media library, or you can actually upload. So it's quite simple. So I'll just close this up and I'll just navigate to the price field here. Don't put anything. As you can see, it's empty. So the only thing you need to focus on is to come to these extra product options here. So I will click that. As you can see, we have these cute little radio buttons for each of the quantities, and the upload field, the send logo by email, and the description for sending by email. So now let's go over this one by one. If I click on this edit button here, that is the size. If you go to the label, here is where you input the title, which is the size. As you can see here, the size. Then if you go to the general options tab, as you can see, the required tab is ticked. If you want it to be required, you can just untick this, but I'll just leave that. So now I just scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Here is where the main work is. This is the first options for the 2x1, which is okay. I think we are sorry, let me open the rectangle stickers so that it won't be confusing. Okay, while that is loading up, I don't know what's wrong with my Wi-Fi, or maybe it's actually the server. While that is loading up, this first set of prices here is actually for the rectangular this field here is for the sizes: the 2x1, the 3x1, the 3x2, and the 4x3. These are the sizes for the rectangular stickers. So I will just go ahead and erase this. You don't have to worry. I said this is a mistake. I just erase this and click on update. Now let's go down to the quantity. As you can see, we have about 4 quantities here. Each quantity represents the quantity for each size. I think this is for the 2x1, the 3x1, the 3x2 or thereabouts, and the 4x1 or something. So this first quantity here is what we'll be working with. So let's click on this edit button here. Okay, the options will load up. If you scroll down, you will see the options for each of the sizes. So now this 50, 100, 150, blah 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 is actually for the first option, which is the 2x1. So now what I was explaining the other time about conditional logic is actually okay. All these radio buttons here is referring to is actually for the first options, which is the size. I know it's a bit confusing, but not to worry. I will try as much as possible to break it down. So now all these radio buttons here would only show for the first field, which is for the first size if chosen, which is the 2x1. If I scroll to the conditional logic here, which is where the main work is, as you can see, it says show this field if any of these rows match. That is the rows below here. You can set more than one rows depending on what you want. So for the basics of this, for the purpose of this video, I'll just be sticking to what we already have. Now we have to click on this. As you can see, it's brought up the size radio buttons. That is the first one on top. But actually click this, show this field if these rules match. Size, which is the radio buttons on top, is if the size is 2x1. So what we have chosen here. Mind you, must have created the sizes before you actually come down to the quantity. Now this quantity here, all these quantities, we only show if the 2x1 is clicked. That is very simple as that. So you just have to go back and start inputting your prices. The prices too is where it gets a little bit tricky. As you can see, the prices are calculated based on a math formula. That's what was chosen here. If you want to have a fixed amount, you can put it there too, but since it's based on a math formula, you just click here. Now come to this regular field and click it also. Now you don't have to worry yourself about all these ones at the bottom here, all these stuffs. The only thing you need to focus on is actually this value, this 0.40. So you have to change the value to whatever your price per sticker for the quantity you are adding. So let's say this should be like 0.43 for the 50. This value is actually referring to this value here. So that means it should not be this value, which is 50, multiplied by 0.43. That's just the basics. So once you're done, just hit save. You do the same thing for the other prices too. The same thing. Just change the values to any value you want at all. So just click on hit save. Just do that for the other for the other variations, for the other quantities too. If you want to add more quantity, it's quite simple. Just click on add item and put the maybe for 1005. Just come down here and choose the math formula option, then come to regular, click this, and then put this the value of this element, which is this value, then put the asterisk star, maybe it's 0.30 for the 15. Once you are done, just hit save, and that's it. When you are done, just click on update. Remember, we've only done the one for the 2x1. Now we need to go further and choose the one for 2x2, which is the second radio button here. It's actually the same step for everything. So if you come to this conditional logic, you will see the radio buttons, which is the one on top, is 3x1. The very first one we did, we chose 2x1. In this case, we'll be using 3x1. So when you are done, just hit update. It might be any value based on what you have in your sizes here. Based on what you have in your sizes, it can be any value at all. So let's say you have 2x1 here, as you can see. You have 3x1. Whatever value you enter here, we have 4. Whatever value you enter here is what we will show here. It's what we show here. Since we've already done the one for 2x1, sorry, this is the one for 3x1. I'll just click on 3x1, then come to the general options, then scroll down to the quantities. It's actually the same step, math formula, and come to the value and just keep on changing the values as you like. So this is for the 3x1. When you are done, click update. Now to the third radio button, which is this. It's the same step. If you go to the conditional logic, as you can see, the size radio buttons, if the size is 3x2, which is the third one, the same step for everything. As you can see, the same step, the same step, the same step, the same step, and each update. Same thing goes for the quantity, the last quantity too, which is the 4x1, I think, 4x3. As you can see here, the same step, as I've explained. Once I'm done, just click on update. Now we are done with all the quantities. Now what was remaining is the design field. The design field, as it was set up, it's I think this is supposed to show by default, so you don't really need to do anything here. Just cancel it. This one too, you don't really need to do anything. What you should be focusing on, is actually this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when you are done, just click on publish here. But we have to change the product image too, which is quite simple, as I've explained. Just go to your media library and choose the images from the library. If it's there, if it's not there, you can just upload. So I won't be uploading. I'll just click on the close button. First off, we have to publish this first. We have to publish this. So just wait for that to load up. Okay, now our product is published. Don't forget, we have not yet entered the description. The description is actually there by default because we actually duplicated this product. So if you want to edit the description, just click on edit with Elementor. The page will load up. Wait a moment. Okay, now we have the page. The only thing you need to focus on here is actually these descriptions. That's it. That's the only, you can just change it to anything you want. As you can see, this is the only field you will be able to edit. Once you are done, can just change anything here, change the description to anything you want, and just when you are done, just click on update. So now if you go ahead and check our products now, Rhombus stickers, you will see the conditional logic we set will be in place. So that's it. It's quite simple. It's as simple as that. So that's it. 2x1. As you can see, to display this 3 by 1, 3 by 2, 4 by 3. So it's quite as simple as that. But if you don't understand, please do please relay that information over to Antonia, and from there I will try and make a much more detailed video if you don't understand this. So thank you for watching, and do have a great day.